So, why do we ask you for a bank statement when there is a bank feed in Xero which transfers all of the transactions? You will find, especially at year end, that we ask you for a bank statement which shows your bank balance as at the end of the financial year. This is so that we can compare that bank statement balance to the statement balance in Xero and make sure that the two match. Now you may ask, there's a feed, why should they be different? So let me explain how the feed firstly works. At the end of a business day, the bank collates all of the banking transactions and then transmits this to the accounting software, Xero in our case. However, there is sometimes an issue or a problem when this transmission is taking place, and this can result in two things. Either the transactions are actually transmitted more than once, so they're duplicated in your accounting software, or they're missing transactions and they're not transferred at all. Now, obviously, your duplicate transactions are a lot easier to spot because you will have exactly the same date, exactly the same amount, and exactly the same supplier or customer. We would obviously check with you that you did only do the transaction once and then delete the duplicate. Job done. More difficult to spot, though, is when the transactions are missing completely. The only way we can then spot these is when we compare that bank statement balance to the balance in Xero and we find that the two are different. We would then go through line by line and try and find the missing transactions. We would then have to import these into Xero manually to ensure that your two balances match. It doesn't happen that often anymore, fortunately, but it does sometimes happen, and so it's therefore really good to just check, especially at year end, that the two balances are the same. This is entirely reliant on the bank's feeds, and obviously some banks' feeds are more stable than others, and actually has nothing to do with Xero. We are relying on the banks entirely.